the Dreamcatcher by SteamWorks. So this mod, I don't think that a lot of people are aware of this device in the U.S. And maybe even in Europe and you know, where some Eastern Europe, Western Europe, Central Europe, Philippines, Malaysia. I just don't think that the word has gotten out about this device yet. So they have a forum, or they have a sub-forum over on Vape Pit. If you're on Vape Pit, take a look at this. That's their sub-forum. They also have a sub-forum on UKV, or at least a thread over on UKV, which is UK Vapors. I don't have that link, but you can take a look at that one too, if you are afraid of the wretched hive of scum and villainy that is Vape Pit, which I do love so much myself. But so the Dreamcatcher, it's a very interesting looking mechanical mod. It has curves to it, and it's got a very fine media blasted satin finish. It's also available in, I believe, polished, and it has polished accents on here with the satin finish as well. It's €75 including shipping, which comes out to right around $100, which for, you know, a high quality mechanical mod is a very reasonable price. You know, for a shop made, non-mass produced mechanical mod, it's a very, very reasonable price. It is polished or satin finishes. It's stainless steel, AISI 304, acid resistant stainless steel. It's food grade. You can get it in one of 3 different sizes. You can get 18350, you can get 18500, you can get 18650. The sizes on those are 68mm, 83mm, and 98mm. The maximum diameter of it is just under 23mm, but it has curves to it, like I said. And the inner diameter is 19mm, so it's got just a little bit of room for the battery. It's a pretty snug fit on the battery. So it comes with it just comes with one little bit, which is a extra little C clamp thingy for the I don't know the proper term for that, so we'll call it the C clamp thingy for the switch, as you can see. So I think it looks really cool. It's very different. It's not, you know, I haven't seen any other mechanical mods that have this look to it. You have the logo, or not the logo, but the name of the mod right there engraved, Dreamcatcher, on that polished part at the top. And then you have the satin, you have some battery vents in the sides here, as you can see. And then it tapers down, and then you have that polished ring at the bottom, and then you have a polished button at the bottom, and then you have the screw, which I'll explain the function of in just a moment. So let me take a vape, and then we'll get started talking about the inner workings of this guy. So the switch, it has a twist lock mechanism on it. As you can see, this little guy here, the little satin ring there, you turn that to lock and unlock the device. There we go. And then you see that screw on the inside there. What that is for, it serves 2 purposes. It actually allows you to disassemble the switch, and it also allows you to adjust the throw of the switch. So you can shorten the throw or make the throw a little bit longer, elongate the throw, lengthen the throw, whatever you want to call that. And then on this end, you don't need any kind of telescoping, because the way that this works, it's actually like a more compact version of the switch on the QZI Megatron mod, if you remember that. So basically the way that it works is there's a spring, but there's no current passing through the spring at all. The purpose of the spring is to keep the battery from rattling and to insulate the battery from the firing pin. So basically what happens is this collapses down when you put the battery in, but it doesn't collapse down far enough that that pin makes contact with the battery. And then you press the button and it pushes the pin into the battery. So because of that, you don't have to have the telescoping pin at the top of the mod, or the double telescoping pin at the top of the mod to allow you to adjust for battery rattle and adjust to get the atomizer to sit flush. So let's put that back on and we'll show you underneath the top cap. One sec. Oh good. This time things are coming apart as they are supposed to. One sec. So the top cap is polished. It has, and I guess this is part of the V2. There's a new 510 that they actually milled themselves. It's not a 510 connection that they put in there, or that was a pre-made 510. And I got a little juice on there, as you can see. I'll clean that off. There we go. Now it looks nice. So this is the top cap. And as you can see, it's got that pin in the center, and it's got grooves for airflow, so you would be able to use a tank on this, or something with, bottom airflow, like a Penelope or something like that. And then here you have a little flathead screw. That is the positive connection. It's a brass connection. Basically, you just screw that in, unscrew that, in order to get the pin on the other side to make contact with the atomizer that you're using once you have it screwed down all the way to sit flush on the device. So I already have this screwed to the appropriate length so that this will sit nice and flush. As you can see, put the little dripper on there and it sits nice and flush. There is no gap. The only gap you see is the where the air hole is. And we'll put that back on top here. So the machine quality on this is fantastic. The threads on it are very, very smooth. I think it looks really nice. I'm not really into media blasted, but this is very, very nice. It's a very, very fine media blast that almost looks brushed. It's so fine. It's very, very lightly blasted, so you don't get any fingerprints. I think it's a really nice look. Let me just give you a close-up of the finish so you can see what I'm talking about here. Hopefully that'll focus. Come on, baby. There we go. So you can see it's got a very silky, like satin is definitely the appropriate term for the finish on this. And I like the curves. It feels really good. So one of the things that I really like about this, and this is going to sound kind of strange, but the contours of it are like perfect. So where this little ring is at the top, I find that I put my index finger and my thumb there, and I press on the bottom button. It just feels really nice. Like, I've had some mods where, if it's got like a stiff switch on it, my fingers will actually slide up on the mod when I go to press it, but that doesn't happen here. I can grip it really loosely because that little kind of protrusion actually prevents my fingers from going up. It does have a softer button on it anyway, though. It's not stiff to fire. I don't have any problem, firing it with my pinky. But let me take a vape off it real quick because I'm jonesing for one. So, opinions aside about the looks and all, it hits hard. It's a very good functioning mod. Again, it hits like it should. There's no issues with, if I put it side by side with another good quality mechanical mod, it performs very, very well side by side. The The flavor and vapor, it's going to be dependent on the atomizer you use and the setup that you use. But like I said, you take an atomizer off of one other high quality mod, put it on this one, you get the same quality vape. The quality of the machining and the manufacturing is very, very high. It's higher than I expected for the price. The quality control on it is very good. It's very clean. All the threads are clean. Everything's smooth. No machine oil, no filings, nothing. Very well prepared post manufacturing before it's shipped. It's a really good quality device for a pretty reasonable price. Like I said, it is still a high-end mod. You're still paying $100 for it, but $100 including shipping for a really good quality mechanical mod is pretty damn reasonable. And I'm surprised that that more people are not aware of this device, because it's actually not that hard to get. You have to wait a little bit to get it, but it's not like the list is closed. You can go on to Vape Pit or UKB and put your name on the list there, and once they're ready to ship, then they take payment and they ship. Now the only downside is that because of their location, they're in Serbia, they can't take PayPal payments. So that kind of sucks. So you got to send it either Western Union or bank transfer, but that's really not that hard to do. If you've never done it, it's really not that difficult. You can do a Western Union payment online, or a bank transfer online in most cases, so it's really not that big of a deal. And for the price, it's tough to beat. Like I said, for a good quality mechanical mod, that's a larger mod, an 18 series mod. The 14500 mods are always a little bit cheaper, but in summary, I really can't think of anything that I dislike about it. It's very good quality. I had to wait a little while to get it. It took I think about 2 months from when I put my name on the list until it was ready and shipped. But they were also revising it from version 1 to version 2 during that period. So I think it's typically going to ship faster than that. The switch is really nice. It's got adjustable throw, which I really like. It feels really nice in the hand. It performs very well. I think it looks nice. I like the engravings on it. They're not overwhelming. It just is that kind of nice, clean Dreamcatcher marking that I showed you, and it's got the safety features you want. It's got the insulation and battery venting and everything. And yeah, I really can't think of anything negative to say about it. I'm surprised that it's not more well known, to be quite honest with you. So if you're, like I said, if you're looking for a reasonably priced, high quality mechanical mod, hit it up over on Vape Pit or on UK Vapors and get yourself a Dreamcatcher, because it's really nice. I'm actually interested to see what else SteamWorks has coming out, what have you. And take another vape and then we'll move on. I don't have the other link. I don't have the UK Vapors link. I don't know if anybody else in chat has the link to at least to UK Vapors. If you could throw that up, I would appreciate it. Yeah, good stuff. Oh, other thing, it doesn't fire under its own weight, even in 18650 mode, which is something that I like, as you guys know. So you don't have to lock it if you're going to put it down in like a mod stand. Obviously, you should lock it, but if you forget to, it's not going to, make your house smell like horrible burning steel and juice. So there you have it. That is the Dreamcatcher by SteamWorks.